Do ante speaks? Recent studies have proven that ants speak and have a special language of dialogue, and this was mentioned in the Holy Qur'an 1,400 years ago in a surah called An-Naml, where an ant used to warn the rest of the ants and asked them to enter their homes for fear that Solomon and his soldiers would destroy them. And they don't feel shh. The ants are talking. A new study finds that young ants make noise to communicate. A new study shows that even ant pupae, a stage between larvae and adult, can communicate via sound, and that this communication can be crucial to their survival. What's very cool about this paper is that researchers have shown for the first time that pupae do, in fact, make some sort of a sound, says Phil DeVries, an entomologist at the University of New Orleans in Louisiana who was not involved in the study. This was a very clever piece of natural history and science. Scientists have known for decades that ants use a variety of small chemicals known as pheromones to communicate. Perhaps the most classic example is the trail of pheromones the insects place as they walk. Those behind them follow this trail, leading to long lines of ants marching one by one. However, the insects also use pheromone to identify which nest an ant is from and its social status in that nest. Because this chemical communication is so relevant and complex, researchers long believed that this was the primary way ants shared information. However, several years ago, researchers began to notice that adults in some ant genuses, such as Myrmica, which contains more than 200 diverse species found across Europe and Asia, made noise. These types of ants have a specialized spike along their abdomen that they stroke with one of their hind legs, similar to dragging the teeth of a comb along the edge of a table. Preliminary studies seem to indicate that this noise served primarily as an emergency beacon, allowing the ants to shout for help when being threatened by a predator. Karsten Sknrog and his colleagues listened into a group of Myrmica scabrinides ants. These 4 to 5 mm long, reddish-brown ants are commonly found in northern Europe, in low-lying areas like peat bogs. Further analysis of this noise showed that it was a simplified version of the more complex adult sound. It was as if the mature pupae were saying, "Help," while the adults were saying, "Hey, I'm over here. Please come help."